The RCMP says it is not investigating allegations of political interference in the federal handling of criminal charges against engineering firm SNC-Lavalin. In a statement today, the Mounties set the record straight after a recent response to a public interest group's access to information request suggested a probe was being conducted. It sparked some confusion and thousands of tweets, including from some Conservative MPs. Manisa Danabalan joins us now to break down this story. Hey, Manisa.
Hey, Kelly. According to reports, a group called Democracy Watch said it had evidence that an investigation was underway, which is what seems to have started these claims.
According to reports, a group called Democracy Watch requested investigation documents from the RCMP regarding political interference allegations in the SNC-Lavalin affair. On May 25th, the group received a response from the Mounties, who partially denied the request and only disclosed a few pages, citing that the matter is currently under investigation. It sparked a lot of tweets and some rumors. Conservative MP Michael Barrett took to Twitter writing Justin Trudeau and his former senior officials are facing an RCMP investigation, 4 years after the Prime Minister was found guilty of breaking ethics laws for interfering in the criminal prosecution of SNC-Lavalin. Another Conservative MP wrote, "Breaking reports allege an investigation is underway, and the RCMP has yet to respond. The government's track record on truth leaves a lot of room for doubt about what's actually going on." But then hours later, the RCMP confirmed those statements are not true. In a tweet yesterday evening, the Mounties wrote, "In response to numerous media reports, the RCMP can confirm it is not investigating allegations of political interference in the trial of SNC-Lavalin." According to a written response issued to the media, the RCMP said its unit conducted an assessment pertaining to the interference allegations. After a comprehensive and impartial assessment of all available information, the RCMP determined that there was insufficient evidence to substantiate a criminal offense, and the file was concluded.
Speaking at a general level, one thing to keep in mind is we live in a world now where political parties use everything they can to try to create an emotional response among their supporters, and they will often package this with a fundraising appeal. So it's very common for them to say things that are outrageous and then to say, listen, you need to give us money in order to stop this from happening.
In 2015, SNC-Lavalin Group, a Montreal-based engineering firm, and 2 of its affiliates were charged with corruption in connection with business dealings in Libya. In early 2019, the Globe and Mail newspaper reported that prime ministerial aides leaned on Jody Wilson-Raybould, who was the federal attorney general at the time, to ensure that there was a deal that would avoid prosecution. Wilson-Raybould resigned from cabinet days later and was subsequently ousted from the Liberal caucus.
It doesn't surprise me because the SNC-Lavalin matter was so controversial. It really got to the heart of so many things in Canadian politics about, when is there a dividing line between the people who make the laws and the people who enforce the laws. It's absolutely understandable that it's in the public interest to know whether or not any laws were broken.
Later that year, the federal ethics watchdog concluded that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau violated the Conflict of Interest Act with the way he dealt with the issue.
Under an agreement in 2019, SNC-Lavalin Construction pleaded guilty to a charge of fraud, agreeing to pay a $280 million penalty and be subject to a 3-year probation period.